today I'm gonna do this small time-lapse tutorial for you. And I'm showing you how to build a sailing ship, because a lot of people asked me how to do that. And yeah, as you can see, I start out with the basic shape of the hull from a side profile. And I'm already doing the decks and the stern right there. Now you can see me do the rudder. And I'm just bringing around the hull at the waterline to create the hull shape. As you can see right there. And yeah, I'm just trying to do the tumble home, which is always a bit tricky. As you can see, you gotta get that shape right, you gotta get it proper and organic looking. And yeah, I'm just doing that right now. And yeah, as you can see, the hull of the ship is going inwards at that point, which is what creates a tumble home shape. And you can see me now doing the underhull right there, which is also quite a challenge most of the times, as you need to get that shape just right for it to look proper. And yeah, it always takes a bit of redoing and trying to figure it out how to get it to look right. But yeah, and yeah, there we got the hull. So yeah, just gonna finish this one last layer, and then we can begin to fill in the decks. You see me right there doing the stern cabin, which I decided to put on this ship as well. It's gonna be it's not gonna be a ship, it's gonna be a brick, a 16 gun brick. And yeah, but the principle is the same when it comes to ships or frigates, ships of the line, whatever it may be. The principle of how to build the ship is pretty much the same. And you see I'm placing the mast already and the bowsprit right there. And now I'm filling in the decks. That's where I'm trying to do the windows of the stern cabin. And I'm gonna move it upwards a bit. So yeah, now we filled in the decks, and now we can pretty much flip the ship in just a second. Just adding a few more bits of detail. And yeah, now we're gonna flip the ship, as you can see right there. And now we've got the hull done. So the next part will be to just put in the gratings for the boats to be stored on. And all the goods to be loaded in the hull. And of course we put a hatchway as well. And now we're gonna, yeah, do the guns. We're gonna cut in the gun ports. And that's my gun design. It's a pretty simple gun design. It's not the most accurate, but it doesn't take that much space, and I think it's just looking good enough. So I use that gun design for 6-pounders. Or even 12-pounders sometimes, but yeah. Of course there are better gun designs out there. So I'm just adding a few more carpets, so yeah, it's looking better that way. Of course the details in the bowsprit as well. And now I'm shortening the ship by a few blocks, because I just realized it's looking a bit too long. So I just shorten it by moving the stern towards the middle of the hull. I have to redo the this turn as well, of course. And I'm starting to build the masts to form the main. Bringing up the main masts. So there's the bowsprit right there. The connecting piece. And now I'm doing the connecting pieces for the top masts. And of course, now the top masts. There we got the top masts. I'm already doing the yards right there, just so I can get an idea. And now I'm doing the connecting pieces for the top gallant masts. And of course the top gallants. So now that we have got the masts, we're gonna do the yards and the fighting tops right there, as you can see. And of course the spanker boom. And now I'm gonna do the rest of the yards. Now I'm starting on the shrouds right there, leading up to the fighting tops. Doing the shrouds right there, which is always kind of a pain in the ass, to be honest, especially on larger ships, but on a ship of this size it's still manageable. And yeah, you can see them growing up to the fighting tops right there. Connecting to the fighting tops. And from there I'm just gonna flip them. Just to save me some work. And of course I gotta fix the arse right there as well. After the flip. And now we can do the rest of the arse right there, as you can see. Doing a few more fine adjustments. Now we are doing the rest of the shrouds. So now that we've got the shrouds done, we're gonna attend to the rest of the rigging, for which I take a red block, as you can see in just a minute. Then I connect the points from which the lines will go with those red blocks. And I just use the line command between always two of those red blocks with //line. And then I connect them manually to connect the gaps. Because I don't like having gaps in my rigging. Some people do. It's just not my taste, but yeah, don't have to do this, but I tend to do it. You can see me using the line command right there. And now manually connecting them. And I'm using those fence gates to connect them to the yards, so they don't just float as well up there. So now we got the rigging done, and yeah, just gonna add the fold up sails right there on the yards. And after that I'm just gonna do a few more details on the weather deck. I'm gonna do the video tour of the full interior on another video, you can look forward to that. And yeah, as you can see, he's just doing a few more things, like the helm, the chimney, the boat, compass house. And yeah, that's gonna be it for today then. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I've seen a lot of guys of you asking for tutorials, and yeah, now if you got your tutorial, hope you learned a thing or two. And yeah, I hope to see you guys another time with a new video.